All right, welcome back to Ron's Garage. I was out running some errands today and decided to stop by here and just tinker a little bit, and you know, one thing led to another, and a little bit turned into more than a little bit, but I got a lot of this stuff done. I am ready to start running wires. If you look up there, that's a circuit breaker. Everything except the main power to the starter is going to go through there. I'm talking about the big wire for the starter, the positive battery cable, basically. And then I've got two blocks, a positive and a negative. All my grounds from the engine, the frame, the body, all that stuff's going to attach there, and the battery. And that one will be the power feeds that I got to send different directions. You know, to the alternator, down to the fuse box and stuff like that. Speaking of which, I have the fuse box mounted. Had a lot of procrastination on this because I didn't know what I wanted to do. You know, I was going to put it on a piece of plastic and put it someplace like here where you can't see. It's the kick panel, but there's no place to put it there on either side. I wish I had a flashlight here with me. Let me just get one so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You ever get a nice garage and then you notice that you could use a bigger one? That's where I am right now. I mean, it's okay, but you know, it'd be nice to have like a 4 or 5 car garage where I could spread out. But anyway, you know, pipe dreams. So anyway, here's the kick panel. It's got a support there, and one there, and then one up here. But this is, I kind of wanted to make a panel to go in here to cover all that permanently. And if I put the fuse box there, I won't be able to do that. So I also thought about going back here behind the passenger seat and putting it on this. But same thing, I want to make a panel to go in here to cover that up. So, you know, there's something else. I cannot for the life of me determine whether this was a business coupe or a 4-passenger coupe. On a business coupe, the fuel filter or fuel hose, fuel filler came through right here. On a passenger coupe, it went through the fender well. Unless that is a new fender well, inside fender well, but I don't think it is because it's got this thing welded onto it. This was a catch for something, I don't know what. But I can't find any place where it was patched or there was a hole or anything on the outside either, except over here on the driver's side. See that round thing there? That's a patch. It could have gone out there, but I haven't been able to find any Chevy Coupes that had the fuel filler on the driver's side. They're all on the passenger side. So anyway, back to what I was doing. So anyway, well, let me just show you what I did. On the firewall, inside the firewall, I mounted the fuse box, a couple relays, because that's all I think I'm going to need under here is headlights and horn. And then there's a small junction block there that the relays will tie into and go over to the fuse box. And then my resistors for my LED turn signals are mounted up there. Not too hard to get to. I can get to everything from inside the glove box hole, which I'm probably not going to build a glove box for this anyway. I'll put the cover back on it because it's painted too, but I'm probably just going to leave it open so I can get to this stuff, at least for now. But anyway, the dashboard is painted. It's not the best paint job in the world, but it'll do. And There's the speedo, and there's the other gauges. I've got to drill some holes to mount that plate. I'll do that before I start wiring those up. Maybe tomorrow I'll come over and do that, bring Josh with me. We'll mount that and maybe start running some wires. Depending on the priority I put on the wiring, I could actually start this tomorrow, but I got to get some stuff. I need a alternator belt. I need coolant hoses. I don't need the transmission lines run to start it. I would to drive it any distance. So I did all that today, which is no more excuses. It's time to start wiring. Something else I did is I made a list of stuff to do under the car, because I've got a number of things I need to jack this thing up and do. Let me show you. I need to do the tranny cooler lines, the spark plugs, because I can't get to all of them from up here. I need to readjust my main fuel line. I don't know if you can see it down there. Just to the right of the battery holder, that's the fuel line, and it doesn't sit down on the frame. It's a little close to the headers. That's the way I bought it. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to push it down to the frame to run up to the pump. Oh, yeah, by the way, fuel pressure regulator. I mounted that. Where am I? Okay, the fuel line. I need to tighten up the pitman arm on the steering gearbox and then adjust the gearbox because there's a little slop in it. I need to put the speedo cable on, change oil and filter, change the transmission fluid and filter. I need to check the starter power wires, or maybe even change. I've got a new positive cable there if I need it. And I need to check the transmission modulator valve vacuum. It needs to run a vacuum hose up to it. And I need to look at the shifter rod because I really do want to move that shifter over to between the seats. I just need to see how much of a pain in the butt that's going to be to move that and put a different rod on it and all that stuff. And I still got to get under the rear of it to do the shocks, either to make extensions, to use the air shocks I've got, or to just do the right thing and buy new shocks that fit. But progress is being made. The windshield is 100% done. If you don't count the trim piece, there is a trim piece that fits on this. Street Rod Bow Tie said that. My wife found one on online, but it's not for the right one. It's for a truck. It only has 4 of these screws coming through where I have 5. So I'll keep looking for that, so I can put that trim piece on. Maybe some wipers. I'm not ever planning on having this out in the rain, so I may or may not get wipers. I do have the vacuum wiper motor that came with it. It's under all this stuff. It needs to be rebuilt. That's not hard. I can do that when the time comes. It's a couple $200, $300 for the electric conversion kit. I'm not ready to spend that. Yeah, I know. I'm just doing a little previews of stuff. I have the rollover valve that goes there. That's just a vent, 90-degree vent right now. I'm going to put an anti-roll valve there and then come off of that, do a bulkhead fitting down through there. I need to get some rubber strips to put in these and then make some straps to go up and over and down on both sides. That's easy. Just got to do it. I'm ready to put some fuel in it now and suck some fuel through with maybe my vacuum pump or something to make sure that fuel line's clean. I've got some new, they were on sale, so I got 4 fuel filters. I also got, because everybody needs these, I got some charging ports for cell phone and stuff. And I'm going to mount those. I'm going to make a plastic cover for this, mount those in here. And then my headlight and parking light switches will be in one of the other things. Oh, there's my anti-roll valve. See? Yeah. So anyway, just a quick update and to let you know where I stand. Yeah, I know that's overkill. Yeah, I know with a mechanical fuel pump, you really don't need a regulator. But, you know, just can't be on the, just being on the safe side. And I may upgrade to a high volume pump in the future. I still have a 4-bolt main 350 in my other garage. That once this is on the road and running and I'm not having to do projects to keep it that way, I plan on starting on to put in this. Yeah, the circuit breaker is probably a little overkill. The blocks are a little overkill. I could do that, you know, another way, but I don't want to. You know, I want stuff kind of visible out here. But there we go. We're getting close. Like I said, just a few wires and I could technically start this now. Oh yeah, I gotta get a new gasket for the carburetor. But that's cheap. So, and some fuel line to finish plumbing all this up. But again, cheap. Belt cheap, hoses cheap. But now I just gotta figure out whether I'm gonna jack it up and do the underneath stuff first or start wiring first. I may do the underneath stuff first, get that out of the way. But we'll see. So anyway, it's a nice day. I'm gonna go do some other things. But I got, at least in my mind, quite a bit accomplished today. Maybe Josh will come with me tomorrow and we'll jack this thing up and crawl around underneath for a while. So anyway, thanks for watching. Keep coming back and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.